Welcome into the Campus Insiders studio. Seth Davis, I'm Jordan Cornette, and we're talking college basketball, more specifically how to improve our game. So Seth Davis went to Twitter. This one comes from @ClintonOftdahl, and he says 2 years and done rule. It builds chemistry, it levels recruiting fields, and it grows stars' interest. Now, Seth, this is an interesting one because I think this is the most clear problem with college basketball, the fact that stars leave after 1 year, fans of a program can't identify with their stars because it's a revolving door, like at Kentucky. And you don't have the most polished style of the game because the best players are leaving for the professional ranks. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, when people complain about how the one-and-done rule is so bad for college basketball, let's remember before one-and-done, it used to be none-and-done.
Yeah.
So, to your point, Jordan, the one-and-done rule has been a huge boon for college basketball because it's taken guys who would have been able to go directly into the draft and force them to play in the college game. You're hearing a lot of argument now to make the rule similar to what you have in Major League Baseball, where if a player wants to go to the NBA straight out of high school, he can do that, but if he has to go to college, he has to be there for 2 years. I think that at some point is going to be where we land, although remember now this is an NBA rule, this is not an NCAA rule, and the NBA Players Association has been very adamant about not instituting that type of rule.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. I think we do both believe that at the very crux of this thing, kids should be able to go out there and earn money if it's necessary. I guess the bigger question is now, is it the rules or is the fact that there's not enough talent in college basketball? I don't happen to think there's no talent. I mean, we just watched some great games in that Final Four. Kentucky seemed like they had pretty high level of talent. Wisconsin beat them, lost to Duke. Those are three incredibly talented teams that we watched in the Final Four. Heck, the tournament field had a lot of teams. Do you think the problem is players aren't good enough?
No, and it's you hear this argument that the players are getting worse. I don't believe that to be true. People try to blame the AAU culture. I don't believe that to be true. Just as one indicator, and I know this is imperfect, look at free throw shooting. If players were worse now than they were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you should see a decline in free throw percentages because that's the one thing that has been a constant. It's hard to compare field goal percentages. The three-point line has moved. Over the years, free throw percentages have not declined at all. In fact, they've gone up a little bit. And if you look at everything else in the world, cars, computers, music players, everything gets better, but somehow college basketball players and young basketball players get worse. I don't buy that to be true. I think there are problems in college basketball in terms of the way the game is administered, the way the game is officiated, the way the game is coached. It's not because there's not enough talent.
Yeah, and you know who else gets better? Seth Davis. So stick with us here at CampusInsiders.com. We'd love to hear your feedback on how to improve the game. Pretty candid thoughts from my guy here. So check us out. Give us a look. CampusInsiders.com.